Referee is Ron Hogarth, the linesman Ron Asseltine, and Ron Finn.
Warren Skorodenski gets his first start of the year. He played 30 minutes last night when Murray Bannerman was knocked unconscious. And Reggett, who's played in every game against the Blackhawks here, his 48th appearance, 3.90 goals against average, 18-23-3 is his record.
And Russ Courtnall clears it to the Chicago line. Now a fight behind the play is Secord. Is that McGill again? It is. Secord and McGill well behind the play, got the elbows up, and they are now wrestling as the linesmen try to get in there.
Well, we can see the play developed. The puck was in the neutral zone. Secord trying to back check to catch up with the play, and all of a sudden McGill and Secord went to the ice.
Well, two very familiar combatants. They tangled often in last year's playoffs. They'll both get penalties. We'll tell you about them in a moment. Early in the game, it's 0-0.
For Toronto, Bob McGill, roughing time 1:52.
Well, McGill and Secord just looked at each other, and that was enough to draw the ire of both players.
Now the face-off to Nyland, who shoots one in. Iafrate back in his own end for the Leafs. Gave it away. Here's Watson shooting. He scores! Iafrate handed it right to Bill Watson. He took his time and fired it by Reggett. And the Hawks jump out to a 1-0 lead.
Well, Iafrate been guilty of that play all season long. He's chased from behind the net, tries to make an ill-advised pass up the middle. It's behind Daou. Bill Watson anticipates, moves in, and blasts it by Reggett. A big goal for the Hawks to get off on the right track. Unassisted goal by Bill Watson. Similar type goal to the one he scored in Boston on Saturday when he intercepted an errant Ray Bourque pass.
Over half a minute remaining on the Hawk power play. Here's the draw. To the near side, Larmer walks in front, fakes the shot. Now the drive, he scores! Steve Larmer took his time beautifully in traffic, walked into an open spot and blew it by Reggett. A power play goal for the Hawks, and they lead 2-0.
Presley unable to get the handle on it. The Leafs fail to clear. Salming falls down, cannot get up. Larmer fakes, goes around the defenseman, and then slides it by Reggett. Reggett came well out of the net and slid over to his right, and that enabled Larmer to slide it by him into the empty net. Larmer gets his 401st point, his 399th career game.
Assist number 17, Wayne Presley.
Gary Lehman over the line. Lehman into the slot, knocked down, but he shoots, and a save by Skorodenski. Held in by Lanza, drive, knocked down, trickling to the near side, a penalty, as O'Callaghan took down Lehman, who would have gotten to the rebound. Murray works against Courtnall, put it to the line, Manson. He shot it back of the goal. Now came loose, Presley trying to move in front, a bouncing puck, he whacks at it, nobody can find it, now they score! Ken Reggett was trying to knock Wayne Presley down, he forgot the puck, and Troy Murray shot it into a gaping net. The Blackhawks lead 3-0 as Reggett was more interested in intimidating than in playing goal.
Well, big mistake on his part. The puck was waist high as Presley hacked at it. He got it away from Borja Salming. The puck, as we said, was waist high. He swung at it, missed the puck, and hit Reggett. Reggett got up and took a poke at Presley, forgot about the puck. The puck was not frozen. One wipe at it, takes another swipe at it, and hits Reggett as Reggett is down. Now Reggett takes a poke at him, leaves his crease, and Troy Murray will never score an easier goal. With 4:21 to go in the first period, it's 3-0. Chicago has some good effort by Presley to get it loose, and Reggett then losing his cool.
Troy Murray's 26th of the year, and it certainly was an easy one. Wayne Presley and Kurt Frazier assisting at 15:39. Rolling it over the Hawk line, Olczyk lost it to 5, shoots Skorodenski the save. Rebound to the Blackhawks, Savard. Moving on the near side, now crossing the line. Savard crisscrossing with Secord, the spinorama, centered it. A shot, they score! Denis Savard, as only he can do it. An electrifying rush up the ice. A brilliant move to beat a defenseman. He tried to center, the puck came right back to him, and bang in the net. 4-0 Chicago.
You'll never see a better move than that. There's no one in hockey that can perform that maneuver. doing a 360, slipping it through the defenseman's skates and passing it to himself. He cuts through the middle, 1-on-2 situation. Secord comes in. He slips it through the feet of the defenseman, does a complete 360, catches up with it, and then a one-handed pass that hit a skate, came right back to him, and he put it in on the backhand. Tremendous play here by Savard. The defenseman doesn't know what to do, and Savard scores to make it 4-0 Chicago. One of the greatest moves you'll ever see in hockey.
We're in Maple Leaf Gardens, where the Leafs are trying to catch the Blackhawks for the last playoff spot. They're 4 points behind entering the game, but Chicago has dominated this first period of play, and they lead 4-0. He got it to Bill Watson at center ice. Perrion tied him up. Then Savard stole it away, crossing the line, fires right on Regan. The save, didn't know where it was, and it caromed in behind the goal. Larmer dug it loose there, walks right in front, center it Savard, he scores! Denis Savard with his second goal of the period. This line has been dominant. Savard has 2 goals, Watson and Larmer each have 1. The natives are restless in Maple Leaf Gardens, 5-0 Hawks.
2 Leaf players collide in front of the net, Ferguson Salming. That enables Larmer to move in, pass it across the slot. Savard fading away is able to let it go on his forehand. Larmer with a nice move as Salming and Ferguson bumped into each other, and Savard with 2 quick goals, his 34th and 35th of the year.
How's that line doing this period? And it's cleared to center. That's going to do it for the first period. The Blackhawks, dominant in the opening 20 minutes, have a 5-0 lead as the Maple Leafs are getting the raspberries as they head to the locker room. In the first period, Pat Foley and Dale Talon back in Toronto, where the Blackhawks shelling Ken Reggett in the first period with 21 shots. They lead 5-0, the Hawks do, and the Leafs trying for anything to get them going now.
Alan Bester gets his 33rd performance, 3.53 goals against average, 10 wins, 13 losses, and 3 ties.
And that'll bring on a whistle.
Warren Skorodenski in his second start lifetime against the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's undefeated. He has 1 win. He had a 3.00 goals against average.
Well, you talk about paying your dues. Warren Skorodenski has done all of that. Among the stops he has made in the minor leagues, he's played in New Brunswick, Flint, Springfield, Birmingham, Sherbrooke, Nova Scotia. All while Fergus back into the Hog zone, left it for Iafrate, moving in front. Now looks for a play, and then his pass deflected to the line. Salming had it, but had it knocked away to Larmer. Here's Steve Larmer to Savard over the line, fires, he scores! The hat trick for Savard as he blew it right between the pearly gates of Alan Bester. 3 straight goals by Savard for the Blackhawks, and they lead 6-0.
The puck deflected to the Hawk blue line. Both Leaf defensemen were over on the near side. Larmer quickly got it, moved it up to Savard, who broke down the far side and then let one rip right through the legs of Bester. Bester well out of the net. Savard gets his 3rd straight goal. Bester should have had that. That was not a tough save for him, but didn't start the game. He started the second period and he lets one in, and the Hawks with a commanding 6-goal lead. Harold Ballard, the owner of the Toronto Maple Leafs and Maple Leaf Gardens, and beside him in the background, Dick Duff.
Chicago Blackhawk hockey.
The much-traveled Warren Skorodenski coming up with a big save off the draw. Clark won it back to Osborne. Osborne with the one-timer. Skorodenski with a good save. Prior to that, he made an excellent save on Steve Thomas.
Rig 5 into the Hawk zone. Verinen checked the shot, and a save by Skorodenski. Rebound, center to shot, Skorodenski again! Brilliant save that time on a quick shot from Osborne, who was right on the doorstep.
Well, Inachek let one go from the far side and scored.
And the Hawks have a 3-on-2 rush. Savard over the line, beating Watson at his feet, and Watson then was tied up by Damphus. Into the Hawk zone comes Five. He's in the shot. He scores. Rick Five, who actually was well behind the play on the Hawk rush, benefited when the rush was stopped. He went back the other way and put Toronto on the board. It's 6-1 Chicago.
Skorodenski had plenty of time to get to the puck, but he hesitated, and then he had to go back and stay in his crease. Five, who had lost his helmet, puck deflected into the middle of the ice by Damphus from deep in his own zone. Five able to catch up with it and beat Skorodenski.
His blossoming has been a big part of the good streak the Hawks have had since the All-Star break. In the Hawk zone, here's a centering pass. Gill, he scores! Todd Gill! And the Leafs have scored two quick ones. They now trail by 4.
The Hawks starting to relax a bit in their own zone. You can never let up in this day and age, especially with this Leaf club. They can score goals in bunches. They have good forwards. Todd Gill moves in from his defense position. The defenseman slid in front of it. Skorodenski had no idea where the shot was. The defenseman, as we've said time and time again, is going to block it. He better get a piece of it. Nyland slid in front of it, and Skorodenski didn't see it.
Todd Gill from Osborne and Fergus at 17-24. Trying to move into the Leaf end, was stopped at the line. Greg Terrien to Fergus over the Hawk line. Gave it to Damphus, put it to the trailer. Gill walking in, fires, he scores! Gill, the trailer on the play with his second goal of the game. And the Maple Leafs now trail 6-3.
Well, the late guy is always a dangerous guy. Keith Brown cuts across. Everyone's keying on the puck carrier, Terrien. And Gill is all alone as he moves in from the left point, gets the dot. There's a player standing right in front of Skorodenski, and Gill beats him. Looked like he beat him to the short side. It's a 6-3 game with 12:42 to go in the game.
Missed the net. Now Clark near side, battles behind the net. Put it to Iafrate, shoots one, it deflects up high. Skorodenski couldn't glove it, now Skorodenski is knocked flat. Wendell Clark hammered it. Secor goes after Clark, and Clark got in a big right hand on Secor. The puck jumped up into the air. Skorodenski went to grab it with his glove, and it looked like Wendell Clark just tomahawked Skorodenski. Just under 5 minutes to go as Todd Gill hits the line. Gill with 2 goals, dropped it back for Thomas, a blast right on rebound, and another save by Skorodenski on Inachek. And the fans holler for a penalty, but a hand pass called here against the Hawks.
Skorodenski having a good solid third period as the Leafs have had a lot of shots at him. That time Skorodenski moving well to his right as Courtnall tried the one-timer from the blue line. 16 seconds to go, and the Hawks with a most important win over the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Blackhawks now move into a tie with St. Louis for second place in the Norris Division as the Hawks leapfrog over Minnesota. North Stars not playing tonight. Here's the draw in the Hawk zone to the far side. Osborne gave it to Root, a long shot. Skorodenski stopped that. The Hawks clear it down. And Root able to touch it with 1 tick of the clock. Now the horn sounds and the Hawks win. A 5-game winless streak is snapped tonight by the Chicago Blackhawks as they gather around a happy young man, Warren Skorodenski, completing his first start of the year tonight after coming on in relief last night. And certainly a great breath of fresh air Skorodenski has been into the Hawks' sails. In the third period, Todd Gill hit him for the third Leaf goal, but that was it. Gill from Damphus and Fergus at 7:18 for the only score.